while I'm waiting for my vintage silver video to upload, I might as well show you what I scored off eBay and from Static Tape Video in Muskegon. Some really cool movies that I've wanted. Some are kind of new, which I normally don't go for. I usually like the vintage 80s slasher horror movies. But there's some more modern stuff in here and some weird stuff. So I figured I'll start it off with two different movies by like one of my favorite directing pair. There's two people that are directors, and they're twin sisters, and that's Jen and Sylvia Soska. So I'm a big fan of their stuff, and I'm going to be buying a couple more movies that they produced. But the first one they did was this one called Dead Hooker in a Trunk. This is a comedy, and it stars the Soska sisters. And it starts out like this. Four friends set out on an everyday errand and end up in a fight for their lives when they discover the body of a dead hooker in their trunk. Led by sexy, impulsive badass, her distant twin sister Geek, their Bible-thumping friend Goody Two-Shoes, and a chaotic rock star pal Junkie. The group must put aside their differences to dispose of the body as they face off against persistent police, a sleazy motel manager, a chainsaw-wielding triads, and a brutal serial killer, all while they are followed by the mysterious cowboy pimp who wants to claim the corpse for his own. Identical twin sisters Jen and Sylvia Soska wrote, directed, produced this explosive ride filled with gunfights, extreme violence, blood, guts, gore, and goats. This is a funny movie. And this is the first movie they ever did. I think they did this when they were in film school. This is Sylvia, I think. I can't tell them apart. They're two identical twin sisters. But I figured I want to get this. It's only on DVD. There might be a Blu-ray, but I'm not sure if it's a real Blu-ray. I think it might be pirated. But this is available on DVD. I got this on eBay for cheap. I can't remember how much I paid, but it was pretty cheap. And it's a funny movie. I will watch this more than once. Next thing I got was by the same directors. And this is a movie called Rabid. And this is also done by Jen and Sylvia. It comes with a slipcover. You know how I'm a junkie for the slipcover. It's got a pretty graphic cover. This one is a gruesome accident, an experimental treatment, an unstoppable nightmare. Jen and Sylvia Soska bring you a terrifying new take on the legendary David Cronenberg's Rabid. And I think it's very loosely remade of Rabid. So the main star here, she's horribly disfigured after a grisly collision on her scooter. Really cool. Agrees to undergo an untested procedure involving stem cells to restore her damaged face, because her face is jacked up. It's completely jacked up. She can't even go in public because she's completely disfigured. The miracle cure causes her to recover beyond her wildest imagination. Now she's like totally smoking hot from this experimental procedure. Sarah now looks as beautiful as the models she works with. She works in the fashion industry. But as her confidence and her sexual appetite grows, it comes with a price. Sarah is now the carrier of a contagion that causes her lovers to become violent spreaders of death. As the disease spirals out of control, time is running out in the race to find a cure. It's got a bunch of extra bonus features on the back, and I don't think the Soska sisters do not play in this. They just directed it. A lot of times they'll be in the movies, and there's one movie called American Mary that I am definitely going to get. It's on Tubi. If you haven't seen American Mary, fantastic movie. I think it's the best movie they've ever done was the movie called American Mary, and the second best is a movie called See No Evil 2, the sequel to See No Evil. So that's the second one I got, Rabid, by Jen and Sylvia Soska. Next one I got, it's kind of sleazy, kind of cheesy, but I'm kind of a fan of Linnea Quigley, so I got a few of them. And I got this one mainly because the slipcover is so pretty. It's Linnea Quigley's Horror Workout, and this is a comedy little spoof thing. This is the what the Blu-ray case looks like. It says see Linnea shape up through zombie size. So she does aerobics with zombies, which is it's kind of ridiculous. And there's sexy young girls die in a slumber party massacre workout. So they they have a slumber party, they do aerobics and that, get killed. But this isn't really a movie. This is more of like a comedy thing. I guess it could be an exercise video. I don't know. But it's mainly they splice in bits of her other movies. And I got this off eBay. It was pretty cheap. But I like the slipcover. And it's a TerrorVision release, so it's really nice quality. And in that movie, they pull out excerpts from this movie here, Nightmare Sisters. This one I also got off eBay. And I discovered this movie because I'd never really heard this, because it's kind of a really not very popular movie, but they showed some clips in that horror workout movie about this, and I figured, well, I'm going to have to get it. And this ended up being a pretty cool movie. This has got the DVD and the Blu-ray, which is kind of nice. And it's got interior artwork that's not too bad. This is where she's changed into a demon or whatever. Put those back in. The next one is also another Linnea Quigley movie, and this is called Scream Queen. This is from the 90s. I think it's 97 or something like that. 1998. This is where she's kind of playing a character of herself, but like an arrogant actress. Considered a lost Linnea Quigley movie, Scream Queen now enjoys its first ever wide release on home video. Horror star Monica Toombs, Linnea Quigley, mysteriously dies after leaving the set of her latest, now unfinished, low-budget, shot-on-video shocker. Soon, a masked killer is chopping and hacking their way through the cast and crew as punishment for her death. Super obscure film was shot in 1998 by blah, 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 blah. But it's got a ton of special features. You can pause and read the special features and the synopsis on the back. Too many words. I've only seen this once and I can't remember much about it. It's still sealed. I gotta pop that open and check it out. Next one I got, a lot of people have reviewed on YouTube. It's called In a Violent Nature, and this is a modern horror movie. I think it came out last year. Yeah, 2023. And it's supposed to have the wildest kill scene. They call it the yoga scene. And this is interesting because you actually follow the killer through this movie. You're not following the characters and what they're doing and afraid where's the killer. You're over the killer's shoulder like FPV, like in a video game. You're watching the killer the whole movie. So I'm excited to check this out. Heard a lot about it. I'm kind of over excited about it, so I'll probably be disappointed, but I'm trying to hold down my excitement. Next one I got is a comedy horror movie called The Head. It's a dude finds a mannequin head in an alley, and it starts talking to him, and he falls in love with it, and the head makes him do some terrible things because it eats blood. Never seen it. I guess I'll discover it on my own, see what it's like. Next thing, I got two of these. I got these off eBay also. These are from Umbrella Entertainment. These are super long DVDs. I'm not sure how long these go for. Like hours. Like many hours. And these are just DVDs. One is called, well, they're both called Drive-In Delirium. This one is Dead by Dawn. And this one is 80s Overdrive. And these are just trailers for movies. So on the back of this one, you can see how many different trailers there are on here. And this one is the horror one. And the trailers on these are not like trailers you would see on TV. These are R-rated trailers. So these are kind of fun. I wanted to put them in. These would be great for like if you, same with the Linnea Quigley horror workout. If you have a Halloween party, these are kind of good to put on the player and have them play in the background. Probably these would be better because they go for like 6 hours each or something like that. I'm not sure. Inside it's got some cool disc art on it. Alright, that's it for eBay. The next stuff I got was from Static Tape, and I'll tag him in this. The first one was when I did the, I'll put up my video store walkthrough video at the end of the movie, or at the end of this video. But I went to a place in Muskegon called Static Tape. They've got boatloads of, it's a video store, it's a video shop. So the first thing I got is this copy of Video Violence 1 and Video Violence 2. This is a really low budget movie, but it's got this really cool slipcase. I bought it mainly because of the cool slipcase. And so you pull it out this way. This is like almost like a VHS tape. And then inside you got the slip cover, and then you've got the DVD case. Here's the cover, and then the back. Can't show you all the back just because of some of the stuff, but you can read what it's like on the back. Really low budget. This is like, I don't know what you'd call it. Super low budget. So these are both Blu-rays, and you got Video Violence here, Video Violence 2. And this I only paid 20 bucks for, which is incredible, because if you look on eBay how much this release is going for, it's going for about 60 bucks on eBay. I got it for 20 bucks at Static Tape. Thank you, Harrison. And that was the shelf price, no discount. Next thing I got from Static Tape was Krampus. I didn't have a copy of this. Actually, I did have a copy of this on DVD. I wanted to upgrade it to Blu-ray, so he had it on Blu-ray with the slipcover, which super cool. And this has both the DVD and the Blu-ray, so I could put my Blu-ray on eBay for sale. Krampus. If you haven't seen this, this is a must-watch at Christmas time. It's a super funny movie, kind of horror, and super funny. You can read the synopsis there. Press pause. Alright, next thing I also got from Static Tape is Survival of the Dead. I can't remember if I've ever seen this. I probably have. It's a George Romero film, so who knows? It's got a ton of special features. So you can read this on the back. Here's the synopsis and the special features. And this video is going super long, so good thing, because the last thing I got, the reason I went to Static Tape the second time, I got this one the first time I went, and my son got a poster. Second time I went, I got Krampus and Survival of the Dead. And the reason I went there was because I knew that they had April Fool's Day in stock on 4K. And this is a movie from 1986. Fantastic, fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, this is a must-watch on April Fool's Day. And also, Buffy St. John's is a... actually, it's Deborah Foreman from Valley Girl. She's in this. She is a doppelganger for my girlfriend right after high school. When I got out of high school, looked exactly like Deborah Foreman. So interesting. Here you can read the back, the synopsis, and the special features. Got it brand new. This was 35 bucks. This is a special movie for me because I really like it. It's super fun. It's got the 4K UHD right here, and then a Blu-ray. And my dog is wandering around down here trying to rummage through my jacket looking for treats. So that's my cue to get out of here. Let me know if you've ever seen April Fool's Day. This is something that most people could watch, and it's a fantastic movie, especially on April 1st. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. This thing, 10 months old. This thing's 10 months old. He's the size of a Shetland pony. Help me.